back. This is going to be a quick episode because our special guest, we gotta make it to baseball,
Yes,
which is very important. We got Jason Scholl from LKM Commercial. I met him recently at a very interesting men's lunch group that he hosts. Very intriguing. I was really excited to have you on just because we kind of have like similar businesses, but you're in commercial land.
Yeah.
You also just like you give off a really good energy. Like everybody that I know that knows you speaks really highly about you. And usually when you have like all of the, like you have somebody that's like really involved, you have that like third or that second level of like people saying good things. And then like you're actually doing good things. It tends to be like, would you agree, Gilmar? Like the trifecta of like a good person to speak to, and we tend to get like random things out of people like you. Like me and Gilmar will leave here and drive home, and then like at 10:30 at night, Gilmar texts me and be like, "Bro, do you believe what he said? Like my life's changed." He's like, "I might go to the gym tonight." That's happened.
I'm gonna go about 5 a.m.
So no pressure.
That's some high
no
standards
pressure.
off the
He's
bat,
also a father, a Christian,
yes,
a business owner,
yes.
And what else what are you as a man? Obviously, got a really nice haircut and a good beard. Probably top 2 or 3 beards we've ever had on the show.
Thanks. Appreciate that. I am a dad first, I guess.
Okay.
Like, what is anything else worth or for if I'm not that first, I guess? But for me, I said something recently that became like a bumper sticker on my brain, and I was like, oh, I have to remember that. And it was just that, like, I spent the first 45 years of my life being selfish, and I want to spend the next 45 years of my life being selfless. And like, I grew up on welfare and food stamps, and my parents beat the shit out of me. It wasn't a great situation.
You were molded.
Yeah, and now I'll be 46 in a couple weeks. I'm the most blessed guy on earth. I have far more than everything I could ever need in life. And if I died tomorrow, it's been a successful life and by my standards. So why wouldn't I use my platform and my capabilities and my networks and my relationships to send the elevator back down? Like, I started at my company as a 19-year-old laborer. I worked every job. I was there 22 years. I bought the company 4 years ago. 26 of my soon-to-be 46 years are doing commercial construction. And I think that there's 2 things I'm really passionate about. One is the stigma that construction has to be like a last stop for every loser, degenerate, drug addict, alcoholic, and that maybe one day you'll make a couple bucks. And I'm like, dude, you guys have no idea. I have the fucking greatest life in the world, and it was because of construction. That's A. And B is, I know that there's some poor, abused, sad little boy out there that I can help. I just wish that I'm not going to cry already, but I do wish that, like, when I was younger, there was a cat like me that was doing what I was doing and would come into the room and frankly be relatable and like put their arm around me and be like, it's okay, dude. Like, you're going to be okay. You know? Don't be so hard on yourself. Like, take your time.
What do you think having that influence at a young age, what would have been different? Having someone to kind of like tell you it was okay.
Yeah, it's a good question. I definitely wouldn't change it. That's for sure.
Because I struggle with that as well as like you are molded by the things that the things that make you, like, at a certain point, like, they either kill you or you like agree with them to the point you're okay with them. You're like, I respect that this happened to me because this is where I now am, and I'm happy about that.
Yeah,
and that's weird.
Very.
So then, like, it's like kind of like you want to help the kids, but it's like, I'm not saying don't help the kids. I'm just saying, like, for yourself personally.
Totally. So I had no blueprint of what like a successful man looked like in my life. And I also had no blueprint on what success as a whole looked like. So for me growing up, it was money, accomplishments, achievements, the car you drive and the size of your house, which I realize is fucking ridiculously silly. because all we have right now is this moment. There's no 5 minutes ago. There's no 5 minutes from now. There's just this experience that we are having, I think. And if I could go back and tell myself, my younger self, like, look, I know you feel like you're walking through a black tunnel and there's no light and you're just going to like fall off a cliff any second. You're not, you know, and there's a whole, growing up, I had such a scarcity mindset. Mm-hmm. And now I just live in such abundance. Like this, like the idea of hoarding all of your nuts to yourself and not sharing with anyone or not living in abundance was, that's all I knew. There was a limited money, there was a limited opportunity. And then you get out there and you realize that there's a whole big world that has enough of everything for everybody. And I don't know if I'm answering your question specifically, but I do know that I wouldn't change it because it has made me who I am today. And I heard Ed Milet say, your mess is your message many years ago on a podcast. And I was like, that's it. Yeah. Like all these shame and embarrassment that I have from growing up and all of the stories were just buried deep within me, which helps nobody. Mm. And the more you share and the more you extend your giving hand. Bless you. Thanks. That's going to be helpful. Like I just went.
No, you definitely answered my question.
Okay.
When did this? Sorry, what were you going to say? You were saying you just went to.
I was just going to say that I went to my middle school the other day, Monday, and
yeah, I wanted to ask about that.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. So a couple months ago. All right, let me go back real quick. So I did a podcast for. I was part of a charter school podcast. They wanted to learn about construction and people. This was last year. I got on it. It was an hour. All these kids peppered me, career and personal wise. I got off, and I was like, that was fucking sick. Yeah. Like all these young kids, like, so then what do you do if? So then how do you? And I was like, bro, like, you're me. Like I was on it crying. I was like, fuck, man, like, you're me. Like, just trust me. Do this. You know what I mean? Like, do this. So I get off, and I was so stoked. I was like, I remember I got this brand new custom conference table. I was like, that's it. I fucking start emailing every principal at every school in my school district. And I'm like, here's my elevator speech on me. I just want to give back to kids in the area. If there's ever anything I can do, let me know. And many of them had me in to either talk on career day. I brought the kids to work to job shadow. I went to my high school and conducted mock interviews for some of the kids.
All because you did this one podcast.
Yeah, and it sparked something inside of me. I knew I wanted to, like, it's very easy to walk through life and think that you want to give back or you want to do something, but you don't really know what to do until you get laser focused. And that helped me get laser focused because the feeling of fulfillment that I had from giving back to those kids, I was like, oh, this is like the line that I need more of. And so I went to my middle school. They called me back. I had a career day in November. They called me back last Monday, and this principal was like, there's some state tests coming up, and we just want you to come in, talk to the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. And I was like, okay, but about what?
Just hype them up.
Yeah, he was like, dude, can you do like a motivational speech? I was like, well, I mean, I'm no fucking motivational speech guy. Like, I hope you get it through osmosis, but I'm not going to be like, So I was like, yeah, dude, I'll do it 100%. So I went there.
You just go out there like General Patton, just for war. They're like, oh, that's not what we were thinking, but bring a trumpet guy with you.
Yeah. And I was like, so then, like, of course, like everything else, I did not prepare. And it's Sunday night, and I was like, what am I going to say? And I was like, just fucking say what the young kid that was you sitting there wanted to hear. So I go there.
That's full circle.
Yeah. I was like, dude, I was here in the early 90s, sitting right here, thinking that.
This is your school?
This is my middle school.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I missed a ton of time because my parents got divorced when I was in middle school. And like, I had no guidelines. I had no roadmap. I had no anything. I was just fucking wandering, hoping that some person would help me. You know what I mean? Like, just like, it's not going to be you two at my house. So like, just help me. And I just knew, like, if I was kind and I worked hard, which are what I tell my 2 children when I drop them off at school every morning, be kind and work hard.
And how old are your kids?
My son is 6 and my daughter's 4.5.
Okay.
And I'm like, guys, be kind and work hard. And I just know that if you do that, opportunities will present themselves. Of course, you have to have your eyes open enough for that. But that's what I told the kids. I was like, look, these tests that you're worried about, like, it's not going to make or break you.
You come into the school and you're just like, none of this matters. They're just like, whoa.
The principal did definitely debrief me. He's like, look, the results don't matter for these kids. It's just so we can see how we're doing with them and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, guys, I'm like, don't get all stressed out. Like, it's not the end of the world. How you do on these tests does not matter. But the way that you approach the tests and the way that you handle yourself in this process is definitely going to help cultivate you as a person moving forward. Like, when I was younger, when things got hard, I wilted. That's fucking awful.
Yeah.
Right?
You didn't rise to the moment.
No. Like I remember driving to, like, my first job interview, and, like, I just got my car and I was going to go to Sports Authority, and I was like, I fucking worked at Sports Authority, and I pull up. I was like, I was so scared that I just went home. Like, and my mom's like, why are you here? And I was like,
you were interviewing, or you were already hired?
I got the job.
Oh, so you went to your first day and then panicked and went home?
I'm not really feeling this. And I just went. I just left. And, like, I realized as an adult that when the going gets tough, you just got to fucking dig in and do it and just put one foot in front of the other. And, like, I learned that lesson way too late, but it's fine. It served me now. So that's what I told those kids. Like, and I said, I don't know who I'm speaking to, but I know, because I'm a very average guy and I'm a very cross section of the country. There's nothing special about me, but I do know that somebody here is getting the shit kicked out of them at home, is scared, is getting dropped off at the curb and running in with the food stamps to buy the bread, the milk, and the cheese like I was. And you have no idea where any of this is going. But I'm just here to tell you that was me. And now, as a 45-year-old man living in this community, giving back to this community, you can do anything that you want if you put your mind to it. And B, just run the play every single day. Set some big, audacious goal, reverse engineer it all the way back to today, and do that. If you want to be a thing, you don't know how to get there, today, go to the library and get a book about it. Find somebody locally that does that thing and say, hey, help me. Anybody who's successful wants to give back, unless you're a total douchebag.
Not me.
Yeah.
But back to the point at hand. Like, the one thing I want to point out is your personal Instagram handle is the Sober Builder.
Yes.
Right? So there's the sobriety thing that I've noticed, and then, like, you talk about, like, who you were and who you are, but when did that happen, and, like, what does that look like? Was it like, it wasn't, you went to a sauna one day and then you came out this Jason, right?
Yeah.
Like, what was the first thing, and then, like, how long was the process till now?
That's a great question. Well, I ate shit a lot growing up, and then So I was with somebody in my 20s, all of my 20s, and I was like, look, I just want to get married one time. Like, that's it. I just want to do this one time. My parents have multiple divorces. Like, I just want to do this one time.
Yeah, you knew what you didn't want.
Totally.
Okay.
Like, with all due respect to my parents, I love them, but my job is to run as fast and as far in the opposite direction as possible.
Yeah.
So anyway, we get married. 14 months later, I find out she's cheating on me. I go down this dark hole of, like, fucking poor me again. And
so you're, like, late 20s?
Yeah, early 30s.
Early 30s at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, I was always casually drinking, but I also am way too vain to give up on myself physically. I'll be honest with you.
You're a good-looking dude.
So,
like you gotta have
thanks, man.
A white boy in motion stays in motion.
I said that the other day.
It's my favorite thing to say right now.
Yeah, same.
Well, PSA to men, like you don't have to fucking give up as soon as you have a kid or as soon as you become like an adult. It's I'm 30. It's time to give up. It's like that's fucking ridiculous. But never mind.
That's why I was kind of surprised to hear that you're 46.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
same.
38. Like I knew you were older than me.
Yeah.
But like 46, like we got to talk later about secrets.
Yeah, what are you doing?
He's on the peptides for sure.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Although I'm curious. But
He's on the baby's blood.
I'll give you three. One's probably just good genetics. Two is I haven't eaten meat since I was in my early 20s, and three, I haven't drank in 3.5 years. But nevertheless, so
Boom, boom, boom. There's a shotgun. Hit him. Gilmar can do that for you. We'll talk about that.
So anyway, I went down like a dark hole, and like, so my point is, I was pretty vain. So like, I wasn't like drinking all the time, but I would just fucking drink during the week, and then like black out on Fridays and Saturdays, and then you have kids, and it's like, is this really serving me anymore? So
you met new wife.
I did. So I met I was single for a couple years. I met my new wife, who, thank God I met her, because she's the best. Like, I am so blessed that I have a divorce under my belt, because there's no way I would have treated her properly had I not. There's no way I would have treated my now wife.
I totally understand what you were saying. Didn't get married. Mm-hmm. You got that on me. But like a 9-year long relationship in my 20s, ended like 26 years old, probably 27 years old, maybe. And then like gave me, I was already starting to think about like who I wanted to become. And then like that transition was already happening, and it was like causing problems for the relationship. Some of the problems, like I just like was like, I'm not getting appreciated. I'm making this headway.
Yeah.
So then when you got that chance to break free of that, and then you're like, well, what kind of person do I want to be with? And like, what do I want to be like? That was a great, like, it was a real struggle there for a while, but as any breakup or separation, but it gives you the opportunity to kind of like
be introspective as well.
Yeah, do it again, and hopefully don't make the same mistakes again.
Yeah, or
improve upon.
Totally. And I like to think, hopefully, people get introspective and kind of do a post-mortem on the relationship, right?
Sometimes.
Like, I would hope. Or it's as simple as you know what boxes to check moving forward the next time, right? Like, and you also grow immensely as people, and you now know what you want. But I know a lot of divorced dudes. I don't know anybody whose second chapter is worse than the first. That's just me.
So that's a different podcast.
Yeah, totally.
That's the comedy episode, divorce comedy episode.
So anyway, I meet my wife, and she's just the best, man. Like I just remember when I was like,
where'd you meet her?
Oh man, that's a funny story. She's a realtor.
Okay.
And she knew my sister, and a little bit after my divorce, I'd say about a year or so, I was like, and she's 12 years younger than me, my wife. Okay. So I said to my sister, I was like, hey, what's up with that girl I see? And she's like, don't even think about it. Like, don't even think about it. And I was like, whatever, just freaking tell me more. And so she told me, and I was like, okay. So when I got divorced, I was living in Manayunk, and I just was fucking walk away from the house. Here, have this. I had a place in Brigantine, New Jersey that I bought when like in my early 20s. So I just went and lived there. It was like a country music song. I packed up my F-150 with everything I could fit. I took my 2 dogs.
I was just gonna ask him, did you have any dogs?
Yeah. And I drove down to Brigantine, and then I commuted 3 hours. And I did that for, I don't know, like 9 months or a year. And I was like, you know what? And I was just like surfing, drinking. Yeah, that's what I was doing for 9 months. And like down there. And I was like, all right, time to like nut up and stop feeling bad for yourself and like get out into the real world. And oh, by the way, time to maybe buy a house back near your office. So I was like, I do need to buy a house.
And you're just a construction guy at this point? Like, where are you at in the company?
So I was at the company, and so that was in my early 30s. So I was doing PM work.
Okay.
Maybe I should step back for a minute.
Leadership role though?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you had responsibilities.
I did.
That you had to show up to work.
I did. Like a true functioning alcoholic, I was crushing work.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Well, so like what I see here is like, and how old are you? You're like 30 something? Like,
33, 34, something like that.
Yeah, so that was like a little over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy how much has changed in 10 years.
Dude.
Or in 13.
Yeah. I don't even know. Like, I oftentimes think, like, I would never do this, but I oftentimes take inventory of the people in my head that I treated shitty back then, and I just want to be like, yo, I am sorry. I'm so sorry, because I don't even know that guy anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to do like that Derek Jeter thing where like you gift.
It's weird. That's what's weird about social media though, because like back in the day, like our dads, they just messed up and moved on.
Yeah.
Right now, there's receipts. Like I got to go back and like occasionally you see a picture pop up on Facebook, like a Facebook just Mark Zuckerberg wants you to know about this memory you had 13 years ago. Yeah. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Nobody wants to know about that.
Yeah.
If I want to know about that, it's on my mantle, right? I think there should be a limit on how far back they go.
Yeah,
I don't want to see that guy.
Yeah,
you see a picture of yourself, you're like, oh no,
yeah, fuck
oh no,
yeah, dude,
you screenshot it.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, but yeah, I'm thinking about all those ugly times.
It's a head rush.
Yeah, 100%.
So like you're in you're inching towards your mid to late 30s. You meet the love of your life. Yes. Did you know right away?
100%.
Okay.
1,000%.
Did she know right away?
100%. 1,000%.
Will she back that up if we call her?
Yes, you can call her right now and say, when did you know you wanted to marry me? And she'll say right away.
Right away.
Just like I did, because it's part of our story.
First date, what is it?
So it was interesting. So I was like, all right, I need to buy a house, and she's a realtor. So we were talking for a couple of months, like casually, and just like I was getting to know her. And the story that she shares.
What's your buying preferences? What do you think about this house on the corner?
Well, that's kind of where it went. So she'll tell the story to this day that like I set up a house in Bluebell to the sea with her at 11 o'clock. So I was like, I know what I'll do. I'll ask her to lunch afterwards, thinking I was like fucking slick shit. So I make the appointment, and she's already in there, and I walk in, and it was like the gates of heaven just open. It was like, ah.
And you had never met her before?
Not in person.
You'd seen pictures like online or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. She had a billboard?
Yeah. But I was like, I love you. I love you so much, and I just met you.
You said that right away? Your eyes said that.
My eyes said that, and hers did too. And it was interesting. Like,
and is like the seller's realtor there, like being
it was just me and her.
Oh, okay. I thought it was maybe like an awkward like rom-com moment.
Where it was like the start of every porn you've ever seen. You're just like, hey. So we walked through the house, and it wasn't the house for me, but I remember, and she still tells the story to this day. I was like, hey, do you have time to grab lunch with me? And she was like, no, I'm sorry, I'm busy. And I was like, oh, that's okay, I'm busy too. She was like,
but you like just stumbled over it?
Like, no, like I just said, like I was
you just
like,
were joking.
Oh yeah, no, I said it very dry. I was like, that's okay, I'm busy too. And I'm like, all right, I'll talk to you later. And she's like, I sat there for like 5 minutes being like, what? Like what?
But did you mind to trip her up, or were you just like rejected? So you just were like said the first thing that came to mind and just bounced?
Probably that.
Okay.
I was like,
funny. It's so funny.
I'll just fucking go do something else then.
So awesome.
Like, I'll just go do something else. Like, whatever.
Okay.
So, but I knew that, I just knew that I loved her so much. Like, she's just everything I'm not. Like,
yeah.
And I was like, oh, like eventually I was like, oh, this is what adult love is. Like,
you saw the person.
Yeah. And like, and me and past relationships were just like two heated, like rams butting heads and like never fucking getting anywhere. And then I remember when we had like a fight, and like, I was probably drunk at some point. And we got in a fight at night, and like the next morning, I just do what I always do to apologize to people, start doing dishes or like do little things that you'll be like, oh, he's great over there. And she was like, come sit down. We're going to talk. And I'm like, huh? We're going to like talk about this? We're going to do like adult things? She's like, fucking sit down. We're going to talk. And I was like, oh, so this is what I see on like, you know, in People magazine and like how to be in a relationship. And I'm like, oh, I don't know from that. You know, I'm like, we could just get in a fight again. And then like banging, like that's it. Like, you know, yeah. But like she was like so adult and intelligent and kind and caring and giving and just selfless. And
which is crazy because she's so much younger than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Her parents are the best. My in-laws are the best people. She has a PhD in clinical neuropsychology that she got like way before you should. She had it like, and she was in her early 20s. Yeah. And like, so,
okay.
So she's got a PhD in clinical neuropsychology, and like I meet her and I'm like, oh, got it. So like, I am your greatest patient because we're going to have fun. Like,
she's like, the surgery room's like, they're not going to save this one, doctor. Be like, step aside.
Well, so like she knows what I'm thinking, like before I'm thinking it.
That's wild to meet someone, or get coaching or any sort of support from someone that has that like understanding of how we currently think the brain works. Mm-hmm. It's been quite profound. Like anytime I've interacted with somebody like that, and they kind of break down like, oh, like have you thought? It's never like, oh, like a psychic medium where it's like, this is what you're doing. It's more so like, have you thought about this?
Yeah.
And like how you're reacting, or like,
no one really ever posed that sort of stuff to me.
Or like things like gut health, or like taking care of your body and how that relates to like health and your mental health, or drinking enough water. It's like, and once you know these things and you're like frazzled one morning, you're like, oh my God, why can't I think straight? You're like, oh, I haven't drank water since yesterday.
And
like,
no one talks about our brains and how our brains and bodies are one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're definitely blessed.
So yeah, she's the best. I love her.
How
she's
soon
a great
did
mom.
you get married?
We joked that like we were like, oh, so like we're definitely getting married. Okay, so real quick, so then I keep looking at a couple more houses, and every house I'm like, could you see yourself living here with me one day? And she's like, what? Like, you're fucking crazy. And then I finally found the house that I ended up buying, and again I walk in, I'm like, could you see yourself?
And you're not dating yet. You haven't gone on a date.
Casually, like it was definitely. So she was coming.
First lunch didn't happen. But then you followed
up
several
in between,
and then you had like a couple. Nothing. There wasn't like that spectacular. Like you didn't go on like a hot air balloon for your first date.
No, fuck.
But you knew you loved her.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like, you kidding me? Like, yeah, she's the best. Like, and I like, if I beat myself up over anything, it's like you gotta treat your wife good. You know, not just me, but all of us. You fucking have to, you know, like as a man, you have to. And I would not have, 100% would not have gotten there if I hadn't get my teeth kicked in at a younger age and had to pick up all the pieces.
And like put yourself together.
100%. Yeah. So we see this house and I'm like, oh, I think I like this house. And I was like, so we go upstairs, we're looking at the house, and really long story short, I end up going in for our first kiss in what ended up being the bedroom that we shared together because I did buy the house. She did move in with me, and
rom-com.
It's been all good. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So then you had 2 beautiful kids, 6 and 4?
Yeah.
So then how long have you been sober then?
January 1st was 3 years.
So like what was that? Was that just one step in the motions, or like how did that happen?
So it's a good question. So I was so envious of men I knew who didn't drink. Like I would meet people and they're like, oh yeah, I haven't drank. Or they just in passing. And I'm like, oh, tell me everything. Because if I want to continue to try and be a superhero for my children, which is really what I try to do, like there's definitely a part of me. Like I try to be my best in everything I do. You are 100% are not being your best when like you're doing that. At least that's what I thought. You know? And not to mention, don't want to bury the lead. My wife's like, you're the kindest, sweetest, most gentle, hardworking man I ever met. And then you drink and you're a complete and utter asshole. And she's right. I'm like a jerk off drunk, a mean guy. That's not who I am. I remember doing it and being like, this is not who I am. Like, this is not like germane to my authentic self. Like, this is stupid. But I had so much childhood PTSD and like insecurities and social anxiety where I was like, oh, I'm going to see Gilmore and Andrew. Like, I definitely have to be half in the bag when I see them because like then I'll feel comfortable, which is ridiculous. It's all a cop out. So I was envious of people that didn't drink. And again, I'm vain. Do I want to be, you know, the guy on the beach at 50 years old, a big belly? Hell no. Like, average is fucking broken, and that's definitely average. And so so I did dry January and like sober October a couple times, and I felt fantastic. And then boom, you go back. And then whatever, I did dry January, and I felt fantastic. And I was like, why not do dry February? I was like, oh, this is good. Dry March, dry April, just wait.
Everything just fell off.
Yeah, it fell off.
Like,
I lost 30 pounds like in the first like 6-8 months because it's all just water weight.
And it's crazy. I think anybody that like tries like Ozempic or anything like that, you should be required to like not drink first, right? Because like I've seen everybody I've seen that like quits drinking or almost quits drinking, right? Every time, tons of weight. If they're actually serious about drinking, if they're legit, if they're just like having a beer every now and then.
It's all empty calories. I mean, we all know the health.
Yeah. So that's all. That's awesome. But then, so like fast forwarding to me meeting you, right? Like I came to your lunch, like it's not a networking event, and it's not like a support group. Like, what is your lunch? Like, what, in your opinion, like, what are you doing?
I'm just getting good men in the same room to help better each other and motivate one another. I think we were talking about this before we recorded, and like networking blows in the traditional sense.
Yeah.
Like, you go to these events, first of all, you drink, right? And so I wasn't really interested in that. And then you give these business card exchanges, and you're like, hey, my name's Andrew, and I'm so-and-so. And right away, you're like, oh, fuck, I'm never going to work with this guy. And now I'm trapped in a 7-minute conversation when life and time is so valuable. And I just start making jokes in my head, and I'm just like, not here. I'm like, all right, Chuck, take it easy.
Like it was Daryl.
I have to go to the bathroom. And it's like, he's like, I just saw you go to the bathroom 5 times. I'm like, yeah, that's how I break up conversations I don't want to be in. Leave me alone, stupid. You know? And then like, so it was just unfulfilling. And I just believe that we all want to work with people that we like. That's really what it is. You go to my job site, it's all homies like us.
Well, yeah, you know, life's too short to spend 75% of your life potentially.
Yeah.
Maybe an exaggerated number, don't know the math. A lot of your life with people you don't like at work. I've done it.
I've done it, bro. Like, coming up in this industry, it was all grumpy, middle-aged white dudes with beer bellies and
construction kind of isn't
cigarettes.
A great business. I mean, it's great.
Dude, it's we've picked the hardest way to make money. We talked about
and I didn't realize that until like, I don't know. What do you think? Like maybe 2 years ago, I was like, what have I done? You know, I like turned to Gilmore and we were having some moments, and I was just like, bro, when is this gonna get easy? And everybody was just like, construction business, bro, it's not gonna ever be. Like, you should have picked a computer business or something like that. And I was like, damn, I have an education for that too. Like, I totally messed this up.
Dude, I was gonna be a state trooper, and now look at me. I'm fucking begging people to pay me for work that's been done for 6 months. Fucking ridiculous. You know, like,
yeah,
what is that?
What's their names? No. Yeah, that's right. It's hard to vision you as a state trooper. I think I'd have to see you with like out a beard, and your haircut's like too fresh.
Yeah, it's like, in fairness, it's 24 hours old, so it's kind of fresh.
Yeah, but you could do that for every podcast you go.
Yeah,
you could be just that legit.
No, that's definitely not legit.
Do they do your beard too?
No, I've never. I always joke with my barber. I was like, bro, I gotta get like a barber. You want to know? All right.
Hit me.
You want to know what I do with my beard?
Yeah.
I use Viking Beard Balm. But nevertheless, all fucking day, every fucking day, I got my mirror down. And I'm just pulling the grays. And my wife's like, enough already.
Really?
That's fucking disgusting. She likes the grays. But, like, if you do nothing, like, the grays will just stick out of the silhouette.
Oh, you got little sloth arms sticking out?
Yeah. It's a nice, like, I'm, like, talking to you on the phone. I'm like, yeah. All right, out the window, whatever. But,
yeah, some people, like, chew gum. Some people pick their nose. You pull hairs out.
I pull beard hair.
Chew
That's
fingernails.
But this, I shaved before this. I grew right before my son was born. I told you he's fucking 6, so it took 6 years just to get here.
Oh, damn.
Nevertheless, so
Dedication.
So the state trooper. That's a very interesting story. If you want a quick reverse.
Yeah, love stuff like that, dude.
Okay.
What's the side quest?
All right, real quick. I told you, shitty childhood. I'm like, oh, I want to be a state trooper because I drive through this town and like there's like guys on lawnmowers mowing lawns. And I'm like, I lived in apartment complexes. I'm like, what the fuck does this guy do? He's got a lawnmower and he's mowing his lawn. Like, that's the epitome of life. Like, I'm playing in the square with like 80 kids and like, bouncing a rubber ball in a fucking hallway. And I was like, maybe if I become a state trooper, I will be able to have a single home with a yard and a fence.
Maybe I can get a John Deere.
So after I graduate from high school, I start dating a girl. She says we're going to my rich uncle's house for Christmas. So what does he do? He's a commercial builder. Okay. I don't know from that. I just like played baseball and like played baseball growing up. Like I wasn't like the Lincoln Log tinkerer kid. Like a lot of dudes in our industry are like.
So this was the moment, though.
This was the moment.
This is what I asked you before. Like, what was the moment
that got me?
The catalyst.
Oh,
this was the first moment.
You
went to the rich dude's house. He went into commercial construction, and you were like, "That's what I'm gonna do."
Yes, even crazier than that. So we pull up in a cul-de-sac of a nice home, and I'm like, holy fuck, I got to talk to this guy. What does he do? Like, I need to learn more about what this thing he does. We walk in, him and I hit it off right away. We step into his formal dining room. She goes to see the family. I don't see anybody. For 2 hours, I'm in this room. At the end of 2 hours...
He sounds like a typical like entrepreneur boss thing to... That's what you would do.
Yes, yeah. So at the end of 2 hours, bro, he's like, I could see you taking over my company one day. And I'm like... what? I don't even fucking know you. And he goes, look, I know you have no money. We came up very similar. Why don't you start working for me on weekends, cleaning up job sites, and we'll see how you like it. Like, okay. Right after the new year, we're building a 40,000.
And you're high school or college?
Just graduated high school.
Just
started college. Yeah, second semester of college. And we're building a 40,000 square foot building, 20,000 a plate, 2 floors in Audubon. And I go there, and his crusty old construction superintendent brother is every guy we know growing up. He's like, what the fuck do you want, kid, with his fucking white tank top on and his cigarette? and I'm like, I'm here.
It's called a push broom.
I'm here to clean up. And we were rocking the perimeter of the building.
Yeah.
So he's like, fucking get this whole building cleaned up by the end of the day. And it's like 20,000 of drywall scraps. And I have no idea how to like snap rock over a barrel, empty a barrel over a 30-yard dumpster. Yeah. I'm like, what?
You just don't know.
But I knew I was fucking thick-headed and I loved the workout. So I was like, oh, this is at least a workout. So at the end of the day, he's like, wow, he gives me an attaboy, which I rarely ever got in life. I was like, oh, that felt pretty good. So.
And this is the boss's brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I start to do that on weekends. I like it a lot. I scale back school to start doing it part-time during the week and going to school.
Okay.
And I enjoyed it. Really long story, as brief as I can. I finally graduate college while working there. I apply to State Police Academy. I get accepted. I go into his office. I'm like, I'm out of here. A salud. No plan on staying. 20 minutes later, he convinces me to stay. Stay 20 years, I'll sell you the company. And motherfucker, if that's not what he did 4 years ago. I was there 22 years. He sold me the company 4 years ago. I've been here 26 years. It's the only big boy job I've ever had.
Dude, I just got chills.
Yeah. That's amazing.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I don't know what was crazier, that he kept his word to me for more than half my life, or I kept my word to him.
So
nothing in writing.
Holy shit. Okay. So like you obviously aren't dating this girl anymore.
No, a couple years into it, she was a kookalook. I realized he warned me.
I'm keeping that word from my own.
I'll never forget. I go into his office and I was like, Luke Miller was his name, of course. I said, Luke, I broke up with your niece. And he's like, okay. And I was like, can I still work here? And he has like this long pregnant pause. And he's like writing something in like a legal pad. He looks up and he's like, dude, it's my fucking niece, not my daughter. Of course you can stay. Let's go. Yeah. So I stayed.
So the third brother, or like the guy you worked for that one day smashing drywall, wasn't the girlfriend's dad.
No.
So it was like the other part
his
of the
sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would have been funnier.
Yeah. So dude, I don't know, man. At like 22 years, I stayed like up, down. Should I leave and go in the military? Should I have become a state trooper? What the fuck am I doing in construction? Like
Are you getting mentorship from Luke Miller this entire time?
Yeah, in a way that he knows how to.
So is he's still around? I'm assuming
he is. So
what does he think of you today compared to like when he first met?
Oh
like,
man,
what I'd love to know. I'd love to like get his like Mirage to come up right now and just talk to us like Yoda and Star Wars.
Yeah. I'll call him. Like he would love it. But no, he retired to St. Petersburg, Florida. Like it was a very surreal moment.
But he's got to be proud as shit of you.
I would hope so. I think he is. I know he is. He is
like knowing how I am. If I promised, like, say I promised Mike the construction company, and then 20 years from now, I just like obviously just give it to him. But like,
so he always,
that would be crazy to see. Like, I can't imagine what he's gonna like, what he'll be like in that time. Mm-hmm. But then like, here you go.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
But you would have to feel. I know that I would feel like beyond like good about it.
Yeah, he always used to tell me like, I can't wait till you buy this company because I know you'll do bigger and better things with it than I ever could. Because
sounds like a real guy.
He's the best. Yeah, he's the fucking best. Yeah, yeah.
I might have to get him. Might have to go to St. Petersburg, Florida, Gilmore.
Yeah, right.
If you can nail him down for 5 minutes, the guy's got ants in his pants.
Does he have golf? Does he golf?
No.
We've done episodes from a golf cart before.
No. I tell people, he was like a brother, a father, a friend. Last, he was a boss. He never raised his voice to me in all these times in our industry. Sure, did I make fucking tens of thousands of dollars?
But he was a professional.
Yeah. He. I
really don't think I've lost my affinity for yelling.
No.
You know, like over the years, especially being exposed to people like Jocko Willink and stuff like that, you realize like when people lose their cool, it's just like, bro, you lost control. You are the weakness.
You can go to my office right now and say, have you ever seen him raise his voice? And they will all tell you no.
Oh yeah, it's a complete lie for me.
Dude, in our industry, my guys have never seen it. I'll give them the old.
Oh no, you're saying you've seen a lot of people are yelling.
But my guys don't see me yell.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Yeah,
I respect that about you, that you have like the wherewithal.
Yeah,
like because you know what construction's like. Like you just get hammered at one point with so many things at once. And then just like that one little extra thing, like you're responding to stressed. Mm-hmm. Like I respond to those things like aggressively when I'm under stress. But the people around me, like if they're still here, like know what's going on. Not that I think it's acceptable. Like I still work on rolling it back, and I've come a long way from like a year, 5, 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. But still, like when that pressure is on sometimes, like and someone asks that dumb extra question. And you're like, dude, take a number. Why are you burdening me with this one extra bullshit thing? That's your job.
Yeah.
Like things like that. And then you respond to it like that. And they're like, whoa, that's not nice. I'm like, you're right. And like, that's not okay.
Yeah. Hey man, different strokes for different folks. Like my guys have just never seen me do it. And
when I find people like that have their control like that, like, it's impressive.
Thanks, man. It's, transcendental meditation.
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I started taking that probably 20 years ago.
You started meditating 20 years ago?
Yeah, dude. Transcendental meditation was like it, baby. So like for me, I was like,
we're peeling back so many layers here. We're never going to get the full thing.
No, man.
So look, it's pretty easy, right? Between the stimulus and the response is where your power lies.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I can fucking kick you right now, and you can just
stimulus.
You could just instantly go, ow.
Yeah.
But if you're living within the moment and you're grounded, that's not gonna hurt you. But you do want to go, ow. And that's kind of the same thing. So like, I try and put as much space between the stimulus and the response as I can. So you want to know you want to know how I handle hundreds of thousands of dollar problems when I get the phone call? Okay, give me a minute. I'll call you back. Boop. And I just fucking like sit in silence.
Never respond right away.
Never. No, Are you kidding me? You can't. And that's why, like when you go on the job site, of course there's live bullets, and it's a joke that like, oh, he's just gonna go fucking think for a minute. Like one of my favorite quotes of all time is from Osho. Brilliant things come from calm minds. So if you can keep your mind calm, you're not gonna outburst. You know, like if you're dialing up if that tension is constantly dialed, and you touch that rubber band,
it's gonna crack.
Of course shit's gonna fucking crack, or some crazy reaction is gonna snap off of it. But if you can just remain chill, I don't know, dude, this industry.
I'm listening.
This industry will fucking kill you if you let it. Like, there is no way.
I've gotten a lot better, so I know it's possible.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's not like I'm a victim to myself in those
How
moments.
so?
I'm awake enough to watch what's going on and how I need to respond, and usually I respond like I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in if I wasn't good at dealing with these things.
Of course.
But that, like, in that moment, if you're standing within a certain proximity to me, like, I'm I'm feeling all of that weight or like that frustration or whatever that thing is in the moment. And like, I want to get to the point where it's just like, I hang up the phone and then I take the moment for myself, and then like I respond to it and realize it's not personal. A lot of this shit, I think, comes down to me taking shit too personally. Like everything, where it's like, you're asking that question because you didn't look before you came to me, or like, did you try to solve this, or like you're complaining just to complain. Like things like those little extra things. Like, I have in my small mind, it's like, we're all grinding here. We're all struggling. Why are you burdening somebody? Like, do you not know that you're doing this? Like,
no, they don't.
And that's what it is.
Most of these craftspeople aren't equipped with the tools.
A lot of what here's a big trigger for me, right? So you have construction companies under our company. You have the plumbers, you have the electricians, and like each one of those companies has like an owner or project manager, and then there's like 3 to 5, maybe more employees underneath them on a job. So it's like, when that lowest rung employee, when I'm getting out of my truck, is asking me a question about something's going on, it's like, I want to be like, I'm respectful and I shake everyone. Like, I'm very much engaging with everyone all the time. So sometimes it's like, oh, like they feel comfortable to bring the questions to me, and I like that. But it's like, you have a boss who has a boss who, like, I had a meeting with yesterday. He has that information. Go talk to him. And I've gotten better at like not answering those questions, and that's helped with frustration. Just being like, hey, look, your boss, me and him had an hour-long meeting yesterday. He has all the information. Give him a call. Get him out here, and he'll walk you through the site, because I'm not doing it a second time. Like, that's my moment. That's like my taking my second to myself. So like, in the moment, like, I've realized that like, it's like removing the stimulus sometimes long enough that I can like be like, okay, the stimulus is coming, and then just not react to it. That's how I'm currently dealing with it, I think. Could be wrong about that.
No, that's good.
That was a very in the moment like explanation of a very complex thing.
I felt it because I deal with the same thing.
Yeah.
But I've just changed my expectations.
Yeah.
Heavy as the head that wears the crown. You're the guy. We're the ones with the names on our sign.
For sure.
I get out of that truck and I expect everybody to ask me questions. And that's just is what it is. Because we can't trust that the person that you had the meeting with, it filtered down to that
100%.
You know,
100%. So
like,
then you still have to. Then I'm like, damn, I still need to have this meeting with this guy because he's the one that's actually going to do it.
Yeah.
And if I send him back to his boss, which like I did do it a few times, it's like they come back and like sometimes it doesn't go right, and then it's like now we're having another meeting.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but like I appreciate you like sharing the meditation, because like it seems like the situation will always be. It's more so just like you said, the distance between the stimulus and the response,
and just expectations.
Then
right?
like
if you thought to yourself, the second I get out of this truck, fucking everyone's going to hit me with questions, and then it happened, would you be irritated? No, you're like, oh, this is kind of what I
guess
expected.
when I run that when I do that process, everything goes fine. It's like the surprise question. Like it's like
in a very imperfect industry.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's have you ever seen the movie Mr. Deeds, where the butler sneaks up and he just pops up. He's like surprising him the whole movie. Yeah, it's like that guy on the site. Who like you're literally just walking around, you're like observing things, and just somebody just pops up out of nowhere and asks a question about another job that you're not on right now.
Oh, dude.
And you're like, we're not pouring that concrete for 2 weeks. What?
I get it.
You're right, dude. Thanks for sharing that with me. Like, but in my mind, I'm like, ugh. But I'm like, outwardly, I'm like, okay. But I know that people see me being like, but like they're looking at me like, oh shit, like, is he gonna blow?
Take it as a compliment too, that they want to come to you, because they're like, oh, maybe Andrew has the answers. Maybe he's approachable enough that I can ask him this.
Yeah, I guess like it's really though like the world we live in with like scaling and like the podcasts we're listening to, and those people you're taking in all this again stimulus on how you're supposed to manage all of these things, and you're like, you got to create the structure and the accountability chart, and then when you get there, the job site, it's like that's not a thing. And I think sometimes like I get wrapped up in that, like I invest so much energy into like running the business that like when we're actually doing business, it's like switching that hat. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, and forgive me because I don't really know exactly how you're structured, but like they're not really asking me those questions, right? Like my super or PMs are getting those questions.
Sure. So you're much bigger than I am in terms of like supers, PMs, and stuff like that.
Got it. Okay. So like when I'm there, it's like the fun uncle shows up. And they're like, oh, fucking Jason's here.
No, I'm very much like the boss still.
Okay.
Not fun uncle.
Yeah.
I aspire to be visionary's fun uncle role.
Got it.
Have the roadmap to get there.
Yep.
Not there yet.
Got it.
Which is totally, I'm okay with that.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm just, I'm relating.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's
but you're also very, I don't like to say this, but I'm going to say it, very religious. And I say that because it's like a common thing to say, but like,
I'm
religious
way more spiritual
is like a weird thing to say, because it's like, what does that even mean kind of thing in my opinion. So your spirituality like came out in the lunch that I attended. Like, is that a big part of your business? It's obviously a big part of your like personal life and like how you conduct yourself. Like, how do you utilize that to your advantage? And like, when did your path down, like your spiritual path, like when did that kind of start?
Yeah, it's a good question. Went to church a little bit growing up as a child, and then after my divorce, when I started doing all of my soul searching, I started going to churches and going down rabbit holes, and I was always reading Buddhism books in high school, because that was the first time I read something where I was like, religion or spirituality wise, where I was like, oh, this makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Like what I'm hearing is what I feel in my gut. And so after my divorce, I started going further down that rabbit hole, attending different churches, just trying to be open, just trying to see what landed. And it really was like my entire back right now from all four corners is a big Buddha head that I got many years ago. And that was something that was really important to me. But I have to be honest with you and tell you that like once I quit drinking and like reading the Bible, that unlocked something for me.
So you quit drinking and started reading the Bible?
Yeah, like I always believed in my heart of hearts that I could do anything I put my mind to in my entire life, but quit drinking. I was like, oh, I get it. I'm just going to be the fun, successful dad who goes down the shore and drinks too much here or there, because I can't stop that part. Like that part, I definitely can't stop. And then
that was your internal narrative.
100%. Yeah. And then like I prayed a lot about it, dude. And I was like, I don't know if you're up there, but like, because my spirit, my religion was never really strong. But I was like, if you're up there, can you help me out? Because this is something I really need, you know? And and it worked, but nevertheless. So like it was, I don't know, it was maybe 2 years ago, and I was talking to a buddy, and
boom, it worked.
Yeah,
just like that.
You no longer drink. You no longer drink. But I was talking to my buddy who's a faith-based man, and I was like, dude, I am getting really tired of walking around life thinking that I'm the one that did all this. Like again, I'm very fucking average. There is no way that I came from what I came. The speck of dust chance in life that you are who you are, I am who I am, and we are here right now. There's no way that I came all the way here from nothing and I wasn't touched by something. I'm not that fucking bright to make enough right decisions. I'm just not. And I got to the point where I was talking to a buddy. I'm like, I'm looking desperately to give all of the glory to something, because wearing it is fucking tiring and it's false. Just walking around like my fucking dick out, like I did all this, like
just being like the boss.
Yeah, it's like I did this. I gotta say, yeah, sure, whatever. Maybe I did. I mean, but my wife's like, I think that you're a good person and you've made a series of good decisions that have got you here. Yes, but where did these decisions come from? In my 5 a.m. workout and sauna and ice bath and my prayer and meditation, I'm getting a lot of downloads. This brain ain't that smart. It can't be just that.
So you feel like when you start to connect to your spirituality, like you get connected to like the downloads that we're receiving from the universe that are like helping us along.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Before it was just like by chance, and then when I thought about it, I was like, oh, I kind of see how I got here.
So now you were spending time reading the Bible, going to church, or were you just spending time thinking about it?
Reading the Bible, praying, meditating, and really doing that and surrounding myself with the right people.
Gotcha.
And like that's when the networking, I was like, this fucking networking stuff sucks. And I was like, I need like a group of men that are what I'm looking for. And then my wife and I joined the country club like near our house like last year, and they were like, and in my morning prayer meditation, I'm like, just help me with some clarity. Like, where do I go for what I'm looking for? And it was always like there was a feeling that I had to do it. And then we're like walking through the club, and like they're like, there's this big room, and they're like, oh, you can use this room for like whatever you want, whenever you want. And I just felt like, I don't know, bro. I felt like a calling where I was like, it just was like, that's the room, that's the room. So then I just ruminated on that for a couple of months, still searching for something that didn't exist. And I was like,
somebody else searching for somebody else doing it.
Yeah. And I was like, and I got like business coaches where like, you got to fucking pay all this money to go to these events like in New York City. I was like, I'll just fucking, I got killers around me. Like way more killers than like that sort of stuff. Like, why don't I just invite my homies? And so I'm sitting at my desk and I pull out like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I just write like the best killers I know in fatherhood, faith, fitness, business, people that extend their giving hand, people that help others. And then I was like, oh, this is kind of weird, because of course imposter syndrome kicks in, and I'm like, no one wants to hear from me. And so I go to the country club, and I was like, I'm like, here's what I got. I just got an idea. I want the room once a month. It's going to be networking, but a little more. And I'm not going to put a label on it because that's just going to fuck it all up. So I'm going to invite some homies and see what happens. So he's like, okay, how many people? And I was like, well, I'm going to invite 40. I'm like, maybe it's 5, 12, like 15 max probably. And I'll just tell them to Venmo me $25, and I'll just get them lunch and get them a drink, and we'll have an agenda that I'll come up with, and I'll just put it on my card. You got it. Like a week before, I send out the invite, and like a week before, I realize all 40 people are coming. I was like, oh, let's go. Fucking someone believes in me. Like, they're like, because I was transparent. I'm like, I don't know what it's going to be, but take a chance on me.
Yeah, but that says a lot about you from the go to me, that like 40 people will come to lunch in the middle of the day of a work day.
And that's when I made it intentional too, because I was like, middle of the week, middle of the day. If you really want to lock in, if we're real buds, or if we're not, like that's fine. Like you'll come and see what's up. And so all 40 came, and then the club was like, we got to change it to a buffet because you got too many people, and it's going to be $34. So I was like, well, I'm not going back to everybody for $9. So the joke was, when I got there, I was like, I paid $9 a head for us all to be here, and I just explained the situation. But so everybody came, and I created like an agenda, and it's really just to get like-minded people together. Bro, I'm in my 40s. I'm a business owner. I'm a dad. I care about the way I look. Holistically, I'm very into how my life's supposed to be. Who am I going to talk to about that I grew up with? Very few people. Very few people.
Well, yeah.
In my circle.
Yeah.
I can only talk about the Phillies or Eagles or my kids for so long. Where I'm like, I need to have some deeper conversations. And I need people that will relate. Winners want to see other people win, you know? Like,
true winners.
Correct.
Yeah.
How many people could you go to in your circle, I hope it's a lot, and tell them that you just built yourself a new house, and they're not going to feel salty, mind you. Just bought yourself a new truck. Must be nice. Everyone hears the must be nice, must be nice. Motherfucker, you don't know what I'm doing to get there. You know, I got a lot of must be nice, and I was just trying to get around the dudes that like want to see you win.
I'm very fortunate. I roll in two different groups of people. The jiu-jitsu community is pretty supportive in terms of like what you're doing. And it's like
did that a couple times, and I was like, yeah, no.
You look good with cauliflower ear. Bro, with the haircut.
I did a couple times. I'm like, yeah, it just didn't hook me like it hooked you. I wish it did, but continue.
Yeah, and then I guess I tend to try, and this has been since I was like a kid. I'm very into people that own businesses from when I was a very young kid.
And you were around them growing up? I knew one guy. It was my uncle. He had a pizza shop, and he said, "Don't ever own your own business. I work fucking 80 hours a week for a 40-hour-a-week paycheck." And I was like,
my guy,
cool. That's entrepreneurship.
My guy owned a pizza shop.
Nice.
And he we would go there and get pizzas. And like he just like I think he could just tell that we were up to no good, and just would just say shit to us as little kids. And then we ended up working in one of his restaurants, and then we went from that restaurant to another restaurant, and we were very close with that family, and they had a lot. They weren't the most well put together people, and you know, none of us are. So more continued chaos exposure.
Yeah.
But that place was where I got introduced to real business owners.
That's funny because I worked at my uncle's pizza shop from 12 to 17, and that was my first real intro.
So as soon as I got behind, like from when I went from like pizza place, kind of upscale pizza place, to fancy Italian restaurant with a bar, and was behind the bar. I was a bar back at first when you're like a teenager. But what I would do is I would get there at 3:00 or whatever the time you had to be there, and you'd set up for the night. Like you have to stock everything to everything. And I would just master that. I mean, they knew from the beginning that me and my brother were not there to play around. Right.
So when are you getting out of construction and going back to the bar and restaurant industry?
Never. It's awful. It's awful business.
It is.
Thank God I got exposed to that as well. But you would meet neurosurgeons, doctors, other construction guys. You would see them for what they were because they were getting drunk at a bar. So I knew enough degenerates to realize okay, these people are still degenerates.
Yeah.
But they've got something going on here. How did you put it together? So I got really into just especially people with random businesses. It's where did this come together? You and I, construction, I see how you would set up a construction business. I see how you would set up a restaurant. A lot of businesses I can tell. But when you meet a guy that owns a chemical company,
bro,
and he makes cleaning products, and you're oh, okay, cool. And then you're dude, I met the guy, Roto-Rooter? The guy I'm not going to say what I was about to say. I almost had said something about his character that would have probably got us in a jam. But anyway, Roto-Rooter, he liked to go to Costa Rica, and he liked hanging out with younger ladies. I'll say that. So he would come to the bar and brag to us about this. And the guy sold Roto-Rooter. Like, he didn't own Roto-Rooter. He owned it. And I was like, bro, I see like hundreds of these trucks out every day. And he's like, yeah. So like, that was the first time I got exposed to someone who had sold a business. And like, I did not like the guy. But I was like, okay, so like, I get this now. I'm like, I'm starting to put it together. And then people that worked at the restaurant that were a lot older than me, there was like a gentleman there, Ian Foster, who he now owns a decent, a very successful financial services business with his wife's brother. Nice. So like very close family.
Nice.
And he was like a Penn State dropout because he came home to take care of his mother, who he wasn't even really close with. So I was like, oh, this is a good dude. Like, we started kind of looked out for me a bunch. Like, I would say dumb shit and he'd be like, that's dumb. And I'd be like, oh shit. Like, I thought I was being cool.
Yeah.
And then he went to Penn, like a nighttime professional, because he was like in his 30s or late 20s at the time, probably. So then like he was studying economics. So then like I got really into it. So he was like my good big brother that kind of like,
yeah, I didn't have these people. Good for you, man.
So like, but still very off the path. I had enough of it to like, it kept pushing me forward. And then I got into Temple. And then I started my construction business in 2011, like the day I got out of school.
Why construction?
I was already doing construction. We were working in the restaurant, and then we were working construction on the side. And the guy we were working for owned like a very successful like historic renovation business. And he was a very flawed man. And in my very young arrogance, I was just like, if this dude can do it, I can. And I knew enough about construction to get us into like the ground level, like decks, fencing, finished carpentry. And then finished carpentry really blew us up. And then it was like cabinet businesses. Then it became custom homes and huge renovations. And then like, it almost felt like overnight, but it was like, 2011 till now. But there was a solid, like, when you're in your 20s owning a business, especially that young, like, you're dumb. Like, I definitely think it was, like, the way for me. But, like, when people ask me about starting businesses that age, I'm like, you really need a mentor.
Yeah.
Like, you don't necessarily want to own the business. Maybe work under a business. The word I like a lot is intrapreneur. So there's entrepreneur, and then there's intrapreneur, which is in the business. And that was you. And then you became the entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Which can happen, but like you can be wildly successful as an entrepreneur. And 100%. Sometimes like just being a part of something is better than starting out fresh.
Yeah.
But I had so much ego that I was like, I knew I had enough respect for myself that I was never going to name a business after myself because I knew it took a team. I was like, I want to put a team of people together and manage the team. Like that's what I'm about. Like it was never really like business. It was like, I'm gonna put like it was kind of like I'd watch so many military things and like exposed to so much like that. Like I'm just gonna put an elite team together and we're just gonna fucking win. And then it's obviously much more complicated than that.
Yeah.
And now we're here with you, learning from you.
And so both of our worlds are very different, commercial and residential, and starting one versus buying one. That's a whole other podcast in and of itself.
Yeah, that's very cool to me.
Yeah.
I love talking people buying businesses. Like I could see myself buying something someday.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like a laundromat or car wash or something just turns cash.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy. Like I'm not interested in buying like a Hooters or something like that.
Yeah, that's fancy.
No,
but like I would buy
all
like
the Cody Sanchez stuff. Like that's
I like Cody Sanchez a lot.
Yeah.
But like I don't want a car wash anymore for probably, I mean, it's probably been 5 years since I've talked about it, but there was a while there that I met down at the Union League. I met a guy who his portfolio was all public storage facilities and car washes. And then we're talking numbers, right? And like, we're talking big numbers.
Oh, yeah.
Way bigger than me at the time, especially. And I'm like mid-20s being like, I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing all the effort. Well, and these people are doing the thinking.
Bro, the part of the problem about our industry is there's not a lot of easy, repeatable income. There's no subscription model. Maybe in residential, I don't want to speak for that.
It's only at like the handyman level.
Yeah.
Like we have a concierge model that we'd never really roll out. Like we only use for like existing customers to like just support them after we build or renovate everything. There's nothing left for us to do, but we want to make sure it stays good.
Sure.
So it's like you buy a BMW, take your BMW to get service at BMW. So like that's how that's that. But like you're 100% right. There is no like, hey, sign up for, or there's coaching. There's the coaches, the coaching industry, which is difficult.
I know. Like sometimes I dream of like,
I could see you doing that, but in a different way. Like not like social media guy, like, hey, sign up for my thing. Like I could see you like casually, like if I like we get off podcast, I'm like, hey, like mentor, like professionally, like would you do that?
Yeah.
Like I would hit you up once a week for a payable hour to be like, this is the problem I'm having. What do you think? Or this is where I'm navigating. Like, what do I think? Or what do you think? You're one of those people that like you can, the problem, because like a lot of people come to me for advice for different things. And what I always try and do is like say like the advice and package it in like just not one thing. Mm-hmm. Like say, hey, look, this is what I would do. This is what I think you should do because your circumstances are different than what mine were and my experience. But like, have you thought about this? Like you can't really, I don't like coaching industry and like that mentor industry. I think is very saturated with people telling people what to do and not enough of like helping them like think through their situation.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like supporting you through it. Like I'm not going to give you the roadmap because if I did, I could potentially hurt you.
Yes.
I give you my roadmap could be so wrong.
I mean, it's like a therapist for a business, right? Like you go to your therapist and not like do this, do that. It's open-ended questions.
Yeah, so but like, I only have for right now. I only have like a sales coach.
Okay.
Therapist. Like he's not. I would say he's a sales coach. I think he's a little bit more than that. I've had consultants and different things like that in the past. I've tried like everything that.
Are you trying to scale?
Not the way most people are.
Yeah.
Like my scaling's very intentional now. Like we grew very quickly a few years ago in a past business. And it ended poorly, not because we were growing. It was just like the core values and the culture and the partnership. And like, the recipe wasn't right. And love everybody, like with you could read into that, but like, there's really nothing to read. It just wasn't the right mixture of people and vision and like directions. Like everybody wanted to go in their different path. So it's like, you can't have that many people rowing in a different direction. And that taught me a lot. And then one of our customers, we built him a house and I got him to start training jiu-jitsu. And he gave me a book called Small Giants. And I think I probably talked about this on the podcast before. And the businesses in that book are still huge. It's like Cliff Bar and things like that. But it's companies that like chose to stop growing at a certain point and stay and why they did it. And some of the metrics were like, one guy, I forget what company it was, but he could only remember 100 names, right? So he said, like, we'll never have more than 100 employees. And, like, whatever we have to do to just make sure the company stays at that level, that's what we'll do. And, like, people come in and, like, everybody wants to go infinitely big, but they were just like, why?
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. So I bought the company, scaled it, tried to started thinking about, like, scaling it further. I was like, why? Because, first of all, revenue a lot of times is to scratch our ego itch. But I know two buddies that sold to private equity recently
It's been a weird thing happening.
For many, many millions. And in talking to both of them, who I consider homies and mentors, and maybe not mentors, just more so peers, but they become mentors whether they know it or not. I was talking to them, and so I was like, so help me out. Should I be scaling to double and to $50 million a year in revenue? And they were both like, two different guys, two different conversations, both turned the light bulb on for me, because they both said something to the effect of, like, dude, you have what we wanted. You still love your business. You still love working on it. You still go to bed on time and wake up and hit your morning routine and take your kids to school and get home in time for practice and coach your kids and go to your place at the shore on the weekends. We couldn't do that. Now, these are two separate conversations. And they're like, if I could snap my fingers and do that, that's what I would do. So both of them kind of put a mirror in front of my face and were like, dude, you have the dream. And I was like, that kind of changed my perspective a couple of years ago, where I was like more money? Okay, for what? More stress, more assholes to deal with.
Yeah, I'm in a different, I guess my boat isn't necessarily money. I think I need to grow back up to where my steady state would be. Mm-hmm. And then I truthfully just want to focus on the relationships with the customers. Mm-hmm. And then like I've been, a lot of our peers would be critical of me for this, saying this, but like I have a degree in economics and architecture, and I love badass houses. Like I obsess over just sick houses, not the ones that we're building cool ass houses now, but like there are architects and builders in our country and in our world that are building things that are just like their art. It's like artistry.
Yeah.
And I just like want to get to that point where it's like we collectively are just like on the forefront of like the just sickest houses.
So you're building art, you're not building homes.
That's where I want to get to. Yeah.
God bless you.
We spend so much time and energy on the projects. I think in a productive way and an efficient way that it just yields a better experience for the customer and yields a heartier product that just like stands up or maybe is a little cooler and like just different. And that as well as like car building, like the same stuff. Like I just want to see what I want to see. Mm-hmm. Like and I know eventually like maybe I'll have to build it for myself and then show what's possible, but like I know what's possible in construction, and like that's where I want to be at. Like I want to be with the people that are like finding out what's possible.
Yeah.
And that's like I've had a lot of people be like, "What? That's so ego." And I'm like, so what if it is, dude? Like that's what
I think I think it's noble.
That's the dragon I'm chasing right now. And it took me, I probably only really got honest about that like maybe in the last year. Mm-hmm. Because before that, like, like we were just like scaling straight up. And like when I separated from my business partner in 2022, 2023, like I got the time to like kind of like a divorce, Mm-hmm. Like I got the time to kind of like step back and be like, okay, what worked, what didn't work, what did I vibe with, what didn't, what could we have done better, all that stuff, productively or not productively.
Yeah,
I just wrote it all down. And then now I'm just literally like, there's things that I'm doing that are based upon the feedback that I get from like different people. It's like, seems like things are happening very quickly, but they don't realize that I'm just like running the roadmap that we got lost on.
Would you ever get a partner again?
I think partnerships are important, and like relationships like that are important. I would never partner, being that like now I have like a family and things like that. I would never, I would always have one primary source of income that's like unadulterated. Mm-hmm. Not that I don't like, I think at a certain point, like doing what I want to do, like, and I like it's happened before. I've had productive, different partnerships at different, there's banking, finance part, like there's partners, but like a true like operating partner like that again. At a certain point, I think it's going to be necessary just for whatever reason to build the team out. Mm-hmm. But no, at the same time, like I would give up percentage, but not ownership. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would give a piece of, like, I want you to have a piece of it.
Yeah.
Like I am not stingy in that way.
Yeah.
But like, I can't have like I need to be able to slam the gavel down and remove something that needs to be removed immediately.
Yes. Same.
If like and it really came down to, are you familiar with EOS,
mm-hmm.
like traction tools and everything like that? So we hired an EOS consultant, and he helped us like scale and then kind of like separate the company out mm-hmm. in whatever we had to do. Like he was very, but like that experience, I was like, wow. Like if you did put this all together a certain way, like I totally see how this works. Mm-hmm. And that was like, damn, like I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with stuff like that. Like like I'm currently reading, the one book I'm reading is 48 Laws. Have you ever read that? Have you ever read law books? Or not law, like legal law. They're like human laws.
Yeah.
Some of the shit's really like, whoa. And then sometimes you read it and you're like there was a chapter on deceit. and like why it's productive. And like reading this stuff sometimes, like we were talking about with Danny, it's like sometimes you read some things and you're just like, this is not sitting well with me, but like I feel like I need to know about this. It's a self-defense. Does that make sense?
It does.
Like sometimes you have to get into the,
you want to be a well-rounded individual.
Got to get your boots dirty.
Yeah. Did you ever read John Warlow's book, Built to Sell?
Built to Sell?
Yeah.
I have it. I didn't know who wrote it, but I know the title.
Yeah.
I haven't read it.
It's a great one. It's just basically about like eventually, presumably, you'd like an exit. And
I don't know that I would.
I'll vote yes for that, but hopefully internally to my team. But like you have to.
You would see yourself just like sell like you got sold to, or would you stay as like a board person?
Nah.
You don't want to be involved. Like I would. Like I guess at this point, like I think that sounds great, and that's like what I want because that's what people say they want.
Yeah.
But like sometimes I'm like, damn, like
you just said how hard it is. Like if we can disconnect at some point.
Yeah, well, I would like to disconnect and be like the fun uncle.
Yeah,
like you're fun uncle right now, but now you're like, okay, fun uncle.
Just give me a pile of bread that I do fun things with occasionally, and maybe I dip in on you guys and see how you're doing.
But it's like to me, it would be like starting a party. Okay, we got to wrap it up.
No. We're good. I'm just checking.
It's updated 4:48.
Do you know it's okay.
Yeah, it's 4:48. This hasn't updated. I thought it would, but there you go.
Okay, so we got to go.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Holy shit, we're talking that long.
Okay, but anyway.
And on another episode, I want to talk.
You got to go because it is important that you leave on time.
Yes,
it's important to us that you leave on time.
Yes, thank you. I have to leave, and my meter's going to go in 6 minutes, and I have to go coach my son's baseball team. This was fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Let's do it again soon. Insightful.
Yeah,
fun.
We're not even going to do an outro right now. We're just going to leave it for the next episode. Because that's how I feel right now. Like there's so much to talk to you about.
Gotta happen again.
Yeah.
Jason, thanks so much for coming on the podcast.
Course,
thanks everybody for listening. Bucks Townies. We're Bucks County's #1 investigative journalists doing journalism.
Let's go.
Despite what the Inquirer says. And we got Rambo on the floor, Gilmar behind the keys, and we'll see you guys next week.